Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. In this video I'm gonna be showing you how to make this star pet choosing system. So you can choose a star pet, it will give it to you, and we'll also be fixing some bugs. Also, if you guys want to support me and want to have access to all of my project files, including the one you're watching right now, the map will be included, the asset pack will be included, and the scripts will be included. They will all be available on my Patreon in the $10 tier. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. With that being said, let's start. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is add a make the UI for choosing our starter pet. So what I'm going to do is add a frame to the frames frame, and I'm going to call it starter pet, and I'm going to change its size to 1, 0, 0. I'm going to change its background transparency to 1 and its anchor point to 0.5, and change its position to 0.5, 0, 0.5. Okay, 0.5, 0. And that's going to center it, and now I'm going to add a frame to this. Okay, now I'm going to scale this up, position it in the center. Go to plugins, unit conversion, scale. I'll leave a link to this plugin in the description. Add a UI corner. Set the corner radius to maybe 0.05, 0. And then I'm going to add a nice UI stroke that I'm going to get from here. And I think this looks pretty good. Now I'm going to add a text label. And I'm going to scale it up. Position it. Change the background transparency to 1. Change the font to Ferdoka 1. Change the text scale property to true. And the text to choose a starter pet. And I'm going to change the text color 3 to maybe something like a nice blue. I think that looks good. Now what I'm going to do is just add. Okay, so I'm going to call this main frame first. And make sure to convert this to scale. This plugin will be in the description, by the way. And I'm going to add a text button. And I'm going to resize this text button to make it a perfect square. Probably not going to be perfect, but it will do the job. Okay, that's good. Now I'm just going to size this. Position it somewhere. Okay, so this is going to be option 1. And actually I'm just going to make sure that auto button color is unchecked because it annoys me, so it doesn't have like this effect, this hovering effect, because we're going to make a custom one soon. And then what I'm going to do is just change the text to nothing, and I'm just going to add a UI corner to this. Same thing, UI corner 0.1, 0. Make the background color a blue like this one, just like this text color, because I like it. So I think this is gonna look good. Where's the background color? Where is it? Okay, it's here. Yeah, I think this looks decent. Now what I'm going to do is just add the stroke to it. For this I'm going to have, okay, this stroke looks good. Now I'm going to add a viewport frame to this. And I'm going to change its size to 1, 0, 0. Background transparency to 1. And I think that will do the job just fine. And what I'm going to do next is maybe change the, okay, maybe make the viewport frame a bit smaller. Background transparency 0. Maybe position it somewhere like this, 1, and then I'm just going to duplicate this option 1 and put it here and rename it to option 2, of course. So now I'm just going to position this like that and center it, and I do think that looks pretty good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is make sure that the starter pet is visible, and what I'm going to do is script the UI. So to do that, I'm going to enter this UI script, or actually I'm going to add a module inside of the client modules, and I'm going to call it viewport. And we're gonna make a viewport frame implementation module. So function module.display display model, and that's going to take a viewport frame and a model. Now what we're gonna do is check if model.primary part, then so if the model has a primary part, and if it does, what we're gonna do is create a camera. So local camera is equal to instance.new camera and local okay, so camera.parent is equal to viewport, and then local cloned model is equal to model cloned model dot okay, clone pivot to cframe.new 0,0,0 multiplied by cframe.angle 0, maybe math.rad maybe like 15 or 14 0, and okay, this is annoying me. Let's just change it to 15, and cloned model.parent is equal to viewport. And then what I'm going to do after that is loop through all of the parts in the model. So for underscore v in pairs clone the model get descendant do if v is a base part, then v.anchored is equal to true. And after anchoring the part, what we're gonna do is just do so camera.cframe is equal to cframe.new and 0,0,0, or actually 0,0, that, and I'm just going to do so local cf for cframe size is equal to clone to model get bounding box, and I'm going to do size.z multiplied by 2 or 3, and then I'm going to do viewport.current camera is equal to camera. All right, great. Let's make sure I'm still recording, and yes, I am. So next time I'm going to enter my client script, and here's what I did in here. I just got rid of the amount of scripts because that was honestly stupid, and I'm just waiting until the game is loaded, and then we're gonna initialize. So just copy this, paste it, and we're gonna go back to this. So I'm going to enter my UI script, and I'm just going to get a starter pet, or 2 starter pets. So let's see if we have any pets. Okay, so I'm going to go to my pet pack, which I have right here. Let's wait. Okay, so similar to pet pack, BioLua, very good. And I'm just going to get a pet. So I'm going to go get a cat and a dog. So where's the cat? Where is it? Okay, where's the cat? Okay, it's here. I don't know why it's doing that weird stuff, but I'm just going to select the dog too. Where's the dog? Okay, it's here. Okay, so Control X. I'm just going to get rid of this and put them in. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is just set them up. So I'm going to make sure to see how I set up the other pets. So we have these values, which I'm going to paste inside of the cat. So attachment position and max force responsiveness. And I think we have the... Okay, they're not set up. Oh, now I remember why. I think we got rigidity enabled turned on. Let's make sure that... Okay, yes, we do. So no need for these. Let's actually enter our pet module and okay. I think this should work. We don't need all of these max force and stuff. We just want to make sure that nothing is anchored and that we have that nothing's glidable and that we have a primary part set. And let's make sure that we are creating everything not manually. Okay, good. So I'm going to add a part to set this up. So part, I'm going to rename it to primary. I'm going to okay, primary, and I'm going to change it. Okay, I'm going to add a decal to make sure that okay, so this is the front surface. Rotate this. Cover up the pet. Okay, this is good enough. Okay, transparency 1. Make sure that it's not glidable. Make sure that that's the primary part, and make sure that everything is welded to it. So just weld constraint, part 0 to that, part 1, that. Okay, next this, and next is that. Okay, now that I've set this up, I'm going to make sure that it works. So I'm just going to Control X this cat, and I'm going to paste it inside of the pets folder. And then inside of the pet module, what I'm going to do is go to the main server script. And where is okay? Where did I do that? Okay, change this to cat and see if it will work. And okay, so it does not really work. Where's the cat? Oh, okay. Easy fix. I just forgot to put in the attachment position value inside of the cat. And let's see if this is gonna work. I think that's all I need. Oh, those are not scaled. I'm gonna have to fix that. And okay, so it is following me. So now that it works, I just gotta change this up a bit. So I'm just gonna change it to okay, where is it? 3. Okay, I'm just going to paste in these values. And I think that'll work. Now we need to scale this UI up. So where is it? Okay, this I forgot to convert to scale so that it works on all devices. Let's see if this okay, it's fixed now. Okay, it's fixed now. And what I'm going to do is just make it so that it works. So what I'm going to do is add the remote event. I'm going to call it equip starter pet. And then I'm going to enter my UI script. And what I'm going to do is local. Okay, so we got the remote, we got everything that we need. Now we need the viewport module. So local viewport is equal to require script.parent child viewport. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is a reference to the a reference to start pet. Okay, so local frames is equal to local frames is equal to and main assets child frames and local main frame is equal to and frames child main wait, that's start pet, sorry, start pet child starter pet. And what I'm going to do here is start pet starter pet dot Okay, so it's dot mainframe dot option 1 dot mouse button 1 click on connect function. But before we do that, we also need something else. So I'm going to do viewport dot display model, and I'm going to do startpad dot mainframe dot option 1 dot viewport frame comma replicated storage point for child. Okay, point for child pets, point for child cat. I'm going to copy this and put it in here and change this to option 2. And I'm just going to put in green pet. And we'll see if this is going to work. So I'm just going to play the game and see if that's even working. Okay, so we got a problem. Get the sentence. Oh, I spelled the sentence wrong. Okay, I'm just going to do workspace longer descendants and just copy it from here. Because I did spell it wrong. That was kind of dumb. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. Okay, so it does work, but as you can see, it's kind of messed up. So, easy fix. First of all, change this to a negative number. And just do .z. That's all you gotta do. And let's see if this is gonna work. So let's wait for them to load. And we got a problem. Change, okay. Multiply by 3. Alright, so it should not be a negative number, as you can see. And now what I'm going to try is, okay, let's think about this. Maybe we can just do 4 stats away. Let's see if that's gonna work. Okay, it does. But I think I know what's causing it to do that. Maybe, okay. 2 would be better, I think. Nope, 2 is too much. So maybe you can do size dot z multiplied by 2. Okay, that's too far. I think I know why. Just do cloned model dot primary part dot size dot z multiplied by 2. And that should work, I think. Maybe divide it by 2, just you can zoom in and out. And I do think that the primary part is messed up. So maybe divided, okay, just this. Okay, I think I should multiply it by 1.5. And I think that's about it. Okay, that's good. But we gotta spin the pet, because it's not facing the right way. But I think that's a problem just on one pet. I think. Okay. Actually, no. We have to do that. Okay, so we have to spin the camera around. Okay. C frame multiplied by C frame dot new. Just to get rid of this, by the way. C frame dot new 0 or C frame dot angles 0 comma math dot rad 180 comma 0. So we are spinning the entire camera around, and I'm just going to do this. And let's see if that's gonna work. And yes, it does work somehow. Okay, so now we can display the starter pet. Now we gotta make it so that you can click the starter pet. So just go back to Where is it? Okay, I have way too many scripts opened. Okay, right here. And what I'm going to do is whenever we click option 1, what I'm going to do is game remotes dot equip starter path con fire server, or give starter path instead, actually just equip starter path. And I'm going to do cat. So for the first option, we're going to do cat. So now I'm going to enter my main server script and my data script. And what I'm going to do is just get rid of this. Just fully get, I think, yep, you should get rid of this. And what I'm going to do here is do replicated storage, replicated storage dot remotes dot give dot equip star pet dot on server event connect function, and that's going to take the player and the pet's name, and I'm just going to require the pet module, so local pet module is equal to require script dot parent dot server modules dot pet module, and I'm just going to do pet module dot equip pet, and we're just going to put in pet's name, and we're going to go back to UI. And what I'm going to do right here is make the frame invisible. So start pet dot visible is equal to false. Now if you play the game, that should look good. And it should work. Okay, so it's loaded. Now I'm going to just click this. And problem, argument 1 missing or nil. Oh. It needs the player. I forgot. Let's do that again. So just go back to your main server script, change this to player, pet name, and then it should work. Alright, let's see. So I'm going to click this, and it works. Our star pet has been given to us. Now if I press this again, and this time I'm going to choose the other pet. Okay, so we got a problem now. Oh, because it's not even scripted. Let's do that. So UI, just copy this and just change it to option 2, but this time green pet. So this is where you're gonna define your star pet. And now the green pet works, and we can also choose the other pet. So yeah, I think this is going to be it for today's tutorial. If this helped, make sure to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!